Is it midnight right now? Yes, it is. Hello guys, how's it going? So, back at uni, week 2 of uni right now, back into it already. You know, the daily grind has begun again. But I was sitting in the library today, you know, doing my work, you know, doing the homework, reading, getting prepared for next week's tutorials and whatnot, you know, being the good student that I am. Hashtag getting my life together. And then a thought came into my mind. It's been a year since I have sat down to do QCS. For those of you who are not from Australia, or rather Queensland, QCS is a test that everyone does, and it's ridiculous. I have no other words for it, it's ridiculous. It's just... why? Anyhow, so I was sitting there thinking what was going through my head when I was about to go into that exam, and it's like a... how many parts? It's still multiple choice, a writing and a short response. So it's a 4-part exam, right? That happens over 2 days that absolutely drains you emotionally, physically, mentally, and all of the other humanly possible way, okay? It just drains you. Like, you've got no energy left by the end of the 2 days, but then you still have to do all of your assessments for all of your other subjects because, you know, life. Anyhow, so I was sitting there thinking, what was I thinking when I was going through that? And I thought that I might as well just put a couple of tips and tricks for you guys that are going into the QCS right now as to how to deal with it. So without further ado, shall we begin? That was so lame. That was just so bloody lame. Tip number 1, make sure you drink enough coffee. Caffeinate yourself. Just pump yourself up with coffee, alright? I don't care what kind of coffee you drink, just pump yourself up with coffee because, honey, you will need that energy, alright? You'll need that bloody energy. That artificial, given to you by caffeine, yet energy, alright? Because your natural stock will just drain. You won't have none, alright? Just caffeinate. You'll need it. You'll thank me later. Tip number 2, when you caffeinate, make sure you still hydrate yourself with some water because water keeps your head clear, alright? Yes, you'll pee a lot, but that's just a humanly function. Just make sure you drink a heap of water too, alright? Tip number 3, do not worry. Just don't stress, okay? Don't stress it, honey. Stressing gives you wrinkles. You don't want wrinkles, right? No one wants wrinkles too early. The 2 days are gonna pass and then you'll be like, well, that wasn't too bad. And you'll sit there and you'll think about the year that you just spent worrying about that exam. Or should I say like 12.5 years you spent building up to this exam, building up to this moment, and you'll be like, well, it's done now. What do I do next? Trust me, no matter how bad or good you think you went, the results are still gonna be a surprise to you. Like, I was impressed, like thoroughly impressed with my results, alright? Like, when I opened my results, I was like, God damn me, you go me, well done me. I was like, so far right there, I was like. Tip number 4, don't forget your things. Make sure that you're prepared. Get that lunch sandwich Ziploc thingy, put your pens in there, put your rulers in there, highlighters, whiteouts, whatever you need, alright? Put that calculator in there, make sure you've got your shit. You've got your sharpness pencils, 2B, 4B, HB, whatever pencil you use, whatever you prefer. Make sure you have your shit. There's nothing more embarrassing than rocking up to a QCS, you know, the most important exam of year 12, and then realizing that you don't have a calculator and that you're screwed because you need a calculator. Honey, you will need that calculator. You can't just hope that you're smart enough to do everything in your head. Make sure you have your shit. And final tip number 5. It comes, it goes. Those 2 days will go like this. It feels that all that stress, all that building up shenanigans before the exam, all of the master classes, all of the teachers telling you how to do the exam, and all of the people telling you to read the QCS books and everything, and just a lot of preparations, and you forget to have fun, you forget to enjoy it. So tip number 5 from me is to make sure that you enjoy it. I remember my master classes, my QCS master classes with my friends. They were so much fun. We would sit there and just bitch about QCS and how much we hated, but they were so much fun. You know, we'd have a coffee stop before we go, and it was just a thing that I will remember about school. There was pizza, there was coffee, there was jokes, there were lollies. I just listed all of the foods, hey. Tells you a lot about my personality, right? So once again, tip number 5 is don't forget about yourself, don't forget to take care of yourself and have fun, because when the 2 days are gone, you're basically there. You're basically at the end. You're basically done. So make sure that you remember to have fun with yourself and your friends when you're embarking that journey that is QCS. Man, all of these thoughts are making me nostalgic and miss school. Oh, never thought I'd say it, hey. I actually miss school, because once you're out of there, adult life just hits you hard and it hammers you down. So many things that you need to think about and do with your life. Oh, and uni, I love learning what I am doing right now, but it's just, it takes an effort to make yourself study. You kind of miss the teachers that are nagging you about the due date all the time and making sure that you understand the assignment, because uni doesn't have any of that. You're kind of on your own. It's every man for themselves out there. I guess that teaches you about life a lot. Every man is for themselves. Hashtag deep talks with Yulia. So on this nostalgic note that I miss school, I guess there's a time for everything, right? There's time for me to miss school, there's time for the class of 2016 to graduate, there's time for me to feel nostalgic when those guys graduate and I'll be like, I can't believe it's been a year. It probably sounds so funny because it's only a year, but it just feels like a big milestone, you know. Am I being crazy? Am I thinking too hard into it? I don't know. That is what was going through my head as I was sitting down in the library doing my work. Thank you very much guys for watching. If you are one of the people who are about to go into QCS at the end of this month, I'm pretty sure it's like the 30th of August. Yes, I checked my facts. I wish you all the luck. Don't stress. There's always ways around if you don't get what you want. There's always bridge courses. There's always people who are going to be supporting you no matter what. I'm telling you, no matter what, there will be people who stick right by your side. I promise you that. I hope these 5 tips kind of helped. They were kind of meaningless, but you know what? I educate you. This is what happens, alright? Come back next week for more education because I'm gonna school the shit out of you. Not really, I'm by no means qualified to teach you any life lessons because look at me. Do I really look like I should be teaching anyone how to live life? No. Alright, thank you very much guys for watching. I shall catch up with you next week, either Thursday or Friday, depends on how we go. Thank you. Bye. No. Alright, thank you guys for watching. If at any moment you thought that yes, this is what I need to do to succeed in QCS, or yes, this is what I should have done when I was going through my QCS journey, you know, in the previous years, give this video a thumbs up because I appreciate that. I'll be like, they totally related to what I meant, alright? Thank you very much guys for watching. I'll check back with you next week, either Thursday or Friday, depending on how we go with our week. And yeah, thank you. Bye. Also, yes, these are different glasses, they're not red anymore. Yes, I broke my red glasses, yes, I'm trying to find a replacement for them, and yes, it's harder to do than you might think it is. But I hope you still love me. Bye. I won't let go.